Welcome to Talk with Tina Weezy. I'm Tina Weezy. Join me every Sunday for a new video post. I just kind of wanted to do a little vlog, kind of say hi, how are you? Kind of want to do a little mental check-in for myself, I guess. For any of the subscribers or anybody here who doesn't know me on a personal level, this coming March 20th is a very significant anniversary for me. March 15th of 2020, I went to my parents, my husband and my youngest son, and my oldest daughter were there. And my mom helped me do our income tax. And I had dinner with my parents, sat beside my dad and watched movies with him. We were watching, I think it was Expendables, 3. I think it was 3. Yeah, one of the Expendables. And that was the last time I was ever able to spend any time with my dad. I was a big daddy's girl. Because on November 13th of 2019, my dad was diagnosed with leukemia. 3 days later, he was admitted into the hospital, was put on an IV, and was given 24 hours a day, 7 days straight of chemotherapy. I go on YouTube or I go on Facebook and I've heard people say that, cancer treatments aren't that, chemo treatments, they don't get that much. It's only a few hours. And I've heard really ignorant things said about people with cancer. And I just, I want to beat them because it's obvious that you've never had anybody that you love suffer from that disease. And it just makes you a disgusting person. My dad, after his 7 days straight of chemo, he couldn't leave the hospital. He had no immune system. If we had the slightest sniffle or cough, we couldn't go. It was horrible. It took a toll on him. And he had gone into remission. Things we thought were looking good. We were all getting tested to see if we were a match for a bone marrow transplant. Because we were, he had taken to the chemo and he never got nauseous. He never lost his appetite. He lost his hair. And one day he went to the hospital for one of his checkups. And this nurse looked at him when he had lifted up his cap and scratched his head. And she had commented, I don't know if she realized she was being loud, but she had smirked and said, "Nice hair," and laughed at my father, who had cancer. The woman or the nurse, whoever, I don't know if it was male or female, the nurse, I'm assuming it was a female because my dad didn't do anything. And he'd said, "It's a good thing my Wheezy's not here." And it's right. Because if I would have heard the woman say that about my dad, I would have had the cops called on me and I would have been arrested for assault. Just put it that way. Like, and why? Like, what kind of person are you that you're in a hospital and you're saying those kind of comments to somebody who has cancer, or to say those kind of comments to anybody that comes into a facility? Like, go get another job. You're just like, yeah, I was never there. But he got into remission. We thought everything was going good. And then we got these test results saying that he was in heart failure. March 19th, my dad went into the hospital. He wasn't feeling good. And that morning, March 20th, my dad passed away. In the 6 months prior to everything that had happened with my dad, we had lost his sister, his older sister, who raised him from like when he was a teenager. She helped take care of him. And when my grandparents passed when he was 16, 17, so September of 2019, my auntie passed. November of 2019, my grandpa, my mom's dad, passed away. 2 days after he passed away, the day of his funeral, was when we found out my dad had leukemia. Then, in January, my grandma passed. My grandpa's wife. So my mom had lost both of her parents within just months of each other. And then, just months after that, my dad passed. All within 6 months, I lost my auntie, my grandpa, my grandma, and my dad. And COVID happened. This last year has been so incredibly hard. I had taken time off of work right before COVID had started. I had taken a week to let them know that I was taking a temporary medical leave in regards to helping my dad. Because we were told that there was two ways we could go after we learned that he was in heart failure. And one of the things was open heart surgery, and I was willing to do whatever I had to go and help take care of my dad, to help do whatever he needed. And I never got to help him. So, like, I'm trying not, really, really, really trying hard not to cry. I don't want to be crying on camera. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't want to be crying on camera. My dad, I can just hear him now. He'd be like, just stop crying. It's okay. You'll be okay. I'm always here with you. but for me, I've already suffered before that with depression and anxiety. And it got to the point, one point in time where, my anxiety was causing me to like stay home and stay indoors. I had such a fear. And if I would go somewhere and all of a sudden I'd find myself like, I'd go, shopping or whatever. I'd take a bus somewhere and all of a sudden I'd find myself in the middle of an anxiety attack or panic attack. And the only person that I had to call to help come get me would be my dad. And so with COVID hitting and my dad passing, I haven't really gone anywhere. And I now have to find a new doctor because my doctor is in this part of town where it's just, there's no way I'm going to get to that part of town without, somebody driving me. And, well, I'm in the process of getting my license. Just trying to find someone who doesn't freak me out, doesn't yell, and can understand, all the rules of the road where I don't have to be telling them. So I've been finding myself, purposely staying indoors and not having to think about going outside, the whole dreaded outside. But I've been thinking about my dad a lot. I just recently got a dog right before Christmas. My dad loved dogs. Growing up, we had puppies, and he loved our dogs. And my dad came and visited me in my dream, and he met my dog. He loves my dog. My dad's nickname was Bimbo. And all the kids would, call him Uncle Bo. So my dog is Bobo. And he kind of reminds me of my dad. But anyway, I'm going to probably edit this and upload it, just a little mental vlog. Oops, I keep hitting my little stand that I have my phone on. Yeah, so I bought myself a little clip microphone. But I can't hear, I can't hook up my headset to it the way I can with this microphone. Let's see this one. I like this one. It's cute. It's pink. So I might just keep using this one anyway. Clips on nicely. Picks up all the sound. It's really good for ASMR. I've had a couple of little gurgles in my throat. You probably heard it through the thing. But anyway. So for my channel, I was thinking I have quite a few ideas. Like I said, I have some true crime stories. I want to talk about some cases that I want to get out in the open. I've talked with my bestie. We're going to do a little road trip collab, or we're going to do a little eat with me people watch video. Got a few collabs in the works. Um, what else? I'm just trying to think. I've got a whole bunch of ideas written down. I'm doing some research in one of the cases because I don't want to be just coming out here and giving you my opinions of oh, so and so, I think this person is guilty for this murder. Like, everyone has their opinion about the Elisa Lam case with the Cecil Hotel. People, it was an accident. All these internet web sleuths, they think that, don't F with cats. If you haven't seen that one, good one. It's Netflix. But yeah, they think that since the internet people helped, people helped solve that case, that, oh, they can solve them all. Yeah, there's a few that I wanted to get out, and I don't want to be talking about a lot of cases that have a lot of, like, that get a lot of media anyway, because what's the point of talking about that if it's already in the media? People are talking about it. People are investigating it. There's no need. It's already there. Let's talk about the cases that are buried deep beneath, unsolved, or, the missing Indigenous people, women and children and boys and men. Let's start getting some of those cases, and I want to be able to give their names. I want to give their last locations or any kind of information that we have out there. I want to be able to give it and be correct. So doing some actual research. And because I work full time, I'm a full-time mom. I have, a husband. I got 3 kids. 2 are grown. One doesn't live here anymore. One's on the verge of moving out with his fiance, I guess you can say. And then I have, my youngest, and he's going through, he's at the age where he's going to be 11. So preteen, my gosh, tween. Drive me crazy already. Right now, like, I'm chilling in my room. This is my room. We were just recently told that our housing unit that we live in, we're all being evicted. The whole lot of us. Because they're demolishing our buildings. But they're going to help pay for our moves. They're helping us find places. So it's all good. I'm not stressing as much as I was before. But yeah, now I got to pack. I don't have to worry about actual moving and all that hard, crappy, boxes up and down the stairs, because they're actually hiring movers for us. So that's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'll be able to, hopefully, I'll have a better setup for when we move. So right now I'm not going to bother trying to change it around. Right now I'm in my corner. I've got a crappy lamp here. My closet. And my chair. It's one of my chairs I inherited from my grandparents. It was dirty, so I put a cover on it. But yeah, bored. I'm going to try and practice my editing a lot more. I hope you guys will notice I got some intros and outros happening. I am learning to splice some things in there, so I might have something pop up there. I don't know, just maybe a GIF. Or, I don't know, a picture. I know that I'm going to be doing some of my top 10s, hopefully this weekend or this week. And I know one of them that I want to do is my favorite, my top 10 hotties. favorite actors kind of thing. And I think that I'll have them appear right here. As I said her name. So it's not just going to be like, oh, Jensen Ackles right here. It's going to be, oh, Mr. Jensen Ackles right here. He is blah, 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 H, you know. My best role, his best role was Dean Winchester. So I want to keep hitting my table. So there will be some information. So it's not just going to be pictures of bodies. But anyway. So now it's getting to the point I'm babbling, I know. So now I know it's time to turn off the camera and just get ready for bed. I don't want this turning into like hour-long vlogs. Because I probably have already lost like your attention so far so long ago. So yeah, because I know like the average watch time is like what, 5 minutes? And oh my gosh, I'm at 21 minutes and 25 seconds. So peace, y'all.